Ayi.
Ataa Ayi.
Okay.
Minimum fee nyina. Me minimum say oye konfo ana koje ko. Me na me ye na djuma nyina.
Ana nim say friend Ataa Ayi.
Sa na friend ho. Minim adwuma oye. Oye taxi driver. Am was all them na che me. See hwehwe me. Say me normal kwa koboko. Me kan bibia o man je.
Obusia me wan kwa bad the very TV so. Me so be subscribe ya mai. No click notification bell na mai. So share video na like video so. You be here or comment section. So this video is about Yaw Asante Agyekum, who had been convicted in 2002 as an alleged accomplice of Ghana's notorious armed robber Ataa Ayi. So this Yaw Asante was a motor fitter. Ana Ataa Ayi repair the gangs in motor there. I want ho. Inti abra che Ataa Ayi no. Police for a investigation fan ho. They saw that he had been calling this Yaw Asante Agyekum, so they suspected that he was part of his gang. So court man is on serve 35 years in prison. So after was serve 23 years in prison. And more I said he wasn't involved in Ataa Ayi's robbery, but he was just a motor fitter who didn't know what Ataa Ayi was into. So from 10 years ago, a lawyer struggled said will be proven innocent. Na ene ana court atenase ahwehwe ni nsemu nyina hu say one Ataa Ayi any link bia na so he is not involved in any robbery of Ataa Ayi, but he was just a repeller for Ataa Ayi. Na court approving innocent.
She is a motor and uncle be she is a motor meche. Me kase ba ku no minimum na na meboa. Me na ye adwuma man minimum ni fie nyina.
Eno ni hwan?
Ayi.
Okay.
Minimum ni fie nyina. Me minimum say oye konfo ana koje ko. Me na me ye na adwuma nyina.
Ana nim say friend Ataa Ayi.
Sa na friend ho. Minimum adwuma oye. Oye taxi driver. Oh. Enti debi me wo no ma me yare na me kokko me wo ko no am was all them na che me see hwehwe me say me normal kwa koboko me kan bibia o man je antu e ma ya che me anti me sister be to what more than 6 months ne de me call man 8 years try man 8 months 2010 ne jail me 30 years si me no say me menye hwe ti ama me shop na me shop o koro shop na egu me na fufu nyina
shop now ye dem
sisi moto me anu o me shop
No way.
e wo koro ana me wo ba boy ba ko ana oba no so na we nya like 1 month na chi me ko ti de bia na me bonya me pai no obi enhu se asem e de to me so me ni mu hwe wa ja se ene e de atagi me se me na conform here conform me so me mo ko no da ni medjuma na me wacha so enti obi be ye djuma ma wonti bi bisan se djuma be no ye ansa no ye na djuma ma me kan bibia e ma je Mr. Bafu bo no po ya de ko ma me o ya de pa e ma me lawyer nyina si de be si na si
na
emras na me pe ja disa
na court ma be say ofie na kwedo ya de ba wono na nche da eni se ya de ba wono o fele sei
o me feel up say o ma ye fe o ma hwehwe mo hu say ampa me ni mo hwe e che so usi mutu mo bia say en che de ko no beto so say yam de so ma hwe mo hu say me ni mo bibia ti mo nyina me la wase
nti
na be depend me lo ana me lo me born about so we di actually more than 10 years.
December na wo kashre
What do you have to say to your lawyer?
Ghana for
oh me da Ghana for nyina as what I say me so me ye nipa ti me ye masamba system no so me so me hwe mu su yi what I say me hwe mu su yi pa baby am wo nsa won me su ade papa me ye block leader oh okay what I say ana yen penny for so mo nsa won penny for officers omo so mo ye good omo so ye su yi what I say ye o IC ena ye 2 IC omo nyina omo ye good 3 so bia ye good omo no ti pepepe men ipe kwa bontin e ko ye juma e mom de bia me koba omo se me nyeni pa boni
time na e di uko 2 years no enya mfie sen
na mo 24 years
Okay, say Oba Bana with 1 month and then Uhuno.
I say 1 year.
I mean, no, I don't.
And how did you feel?
I want to show family, sir.
And now,
oh, meet me in any end of our baby or uncle phone for Mesoka Costrano.
Well, sir, Ataa Ayi.
Oh, no, I say, Costrano. What I said, and you're no pool, yeah, like 9 kids, but I say, Costrano, yeah, Faboni in Jabonica. The same Costrano. Same will be, and you any be a semi fan for mom. Ted will be suit me, your mamma.
Experiences are unya or print no yen maybe. Now, can office in Yamo a bonia. A foot open at the Massan.
Oh, boys, I may see a share we. What I say. Assembly will win and come over gas and air war. Swedish ya. The sunny heading. Said they do call prison. Simple no do but in a banner. Eh, Yami. What I say.
Yami count. Let us. Counsel.
One word orgasmic.
And what do you mean by orgasmic?
It's just like the sheer relief and outpouring of joy when you realize the fruits of your hard labor. Because since 2014, when the then 2IC of its own prison, Mr. Oswan Ponza referred this case to me. I saw that there were merits in it and that there had been a massive miscarriage of justice. So I took it on, probably just because his condition and his situation was very, very. It was something that I cannot even find a word to describe. Because as you've heard from him, he had a son. His daughter was just 1 year old. He's a young budding man starting his career as a mechanic. And then through no fault of his, just by association, by virtue of his work, he was sent to prison. So we began the fight. But it's been this long because when we started, there were no records of appeal to use even to start the appeal. So we had to apply. When we got to the court archive, they couldn't find it. It's been back and forth. It took only last year, after my persistence, that we got this record of appeal. And then, so the record was now before the judges. And then we wrote the submissions. But even then, when we thought, I think last month or 2 months ago when we came here, we thought the thing was ready. Again, there was a bit of a hitch in the sense that, and it's something to do with the judicial service and their ways. But it doesn't matter. They say the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. I'm very glad for him, and I think he can come out and he can start a new life. And it's days like this that we get some sort of professional satisfaction in the sort of work we do.
Are you going to consider
247? He went to prison in his early years when he was very young and he was full of energy. And all those years have been wasted. He could have made a fortune. And then he's been incarcerated with no reward. So there should be some massive, and I say compensation. There should be some serious compensation. Money cannot make up for the time he's lost, but at least it can help him to start again.
All right, thank you.
Go the cook.
Because I'm very happy. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anytime when I go there and visit him. I feel sad. I can't even eat well if I visit him. But today, it's a tears of joy. I'm very happy and I'm grateful.
I wish you all the best.
What's your name?
Okay.
Jennifer Agyekum. Thank you.
So that was the daughter of
Yes. And this is the daughter of
Yaw Asante Agyekum.
a year and a month.
Freedom at last. Yaw Asante Agyekum. His final walk. Perhaps as a convict because he's being taken, escorted out of the premises here at the Supreme Court. He will file the documentation after which he will be released as an exonerated man. Family members, Ofane, how do you feel? How do you feel?
How many do you have?
Nana, in the minute.
When you mean, well, many been know your remo. I can't share.
When I been there, I wonder what it means. One day, one day, 23 years.
Be babao, I understand the
One day, machine.
I mean, you were just a year old.
You were a year older.
Just a year old.
When he was arrested.
A month, actually.
How old are you now?
23.
How does it feel like?
I'm happy now.
Happy to see your father when he comes home.